Hey, hi guys. So in today's session, we will understand the concept of string buffer class, right? So far we have seen the string. So before jumping into string buffer class, you must be aware about the string and string methods, right? If you are aware about the string concept, then it will be easy to understand string buffer class, right? So basically we have understood string is an immutable, right? But string buffer is a mutable string object, right? Mutable means it will be modifiable. We can modify the string, right? I will show you how we can modify. But string, we have seen string was immutable object. There we cannot modify directly, right? So let's see through coding, it will be more clear. So I will create one class with the name of string buffer demo. And now I will create one main method. So first we can see the difference between string and string buffer, right? So first difference is string is an immutable object. It create immutable object, but string buffer is a mutable object, right? So first I will create one string. Let's say I'm taking name is equal to, we can give some name here Java, let's say, right? Now if we want to concatenate something, then how we can concatenate? We can concat name dot concat. We can call to concat method, right? And here let's say I want to concat selenium. Now if I print this string, instead of name we can put this str. So if I want to print this string, then it will print only Java, because string is an immutable object. So we cannot directly concatenate, right? So what it will do, it will create one object under string constant pool with the name of this Java, right? It will create one object under string constant pool with the name of this Java, right? So if you want to concatenate, then you cannot concatenate directly, right? So if you want to concatenate, so what it will do, it will create one another object. There it will create one other object with the name of string Java and Selenium, right? Java Selenium. So, but if you want to concatenate this string, then you will have to store in this reference variable first, then it will concatenate. So if you run this program, it will print only Java. See the output? It is printing only Java. It has not been concatenated. See, it is not concatenated. And now I will show you the string buffer. String buffer SB is equal to new string buffer, right? SB dot. So here we don't have, in the string buffer, we don't have concat method. Instead of concat, we have a append method, right? Append method will also work as a concatenate. It will just add the name, whatever string you want to add, it will add, it will concatenate, right? So the only thing is method name is different, but it will behave same, right? So let's say here I have given Java, and here I want to append Selenium, right? Now if I print this SB, right? So it will modify. It will print Java, Selenium, both, because this is mutable. String buffer is mutable. So it will append this Selenium. We can see the output here. See, this string, it is printing only Java. It has not been concatenated, this Selenium. But this string buffer, it has appended this Selenium along with Java. See the output. So this is the difference between both string and string buffer. String buffer is mutable so that we can directly concatenate or append the any string, right? We can directly modify. See the output here. It has been modified. But the string is an immutable, right? So whatever the string you will create, it will store under, uh, if you are creating with the help of string literal, then it will store under string constant pool area. But string buffer, whatever the string buffer you will create, it will store under heap area, right? So this is the difference between both string and string buffer. So this is the only difference here. Now we will move into another method. So if you have any question like where we should use the string, where we should use the string buffer, right? You might have the question where we can use a string and where we can use a string buffer. So the only thing is, if you don't want to change any string, like if you have any string and that you don't need to change, right? Or if you want to change, then once or twice you need to change might be, then that time you can use a string. Let's say we have a name, right? Name, gender, address. So usually name, like name and gender, we never change. So that time we can use string, right? To store the name, gender, right? And for address as well, we usually don't change the address. But if you change, then once or twice you will change, right? Then that time you can use string, right? But like we have a calculator, notepad, there frequently we change the data, right? Like if you in the calculator, we change the number, right, while calculating things, right? So frequently wherever you are constantly changing the data, that time you can use a string buffer, right? So this is the difference. Now we can see the concept of string buffer. So I have removed this code. Now I will create one string buffer object. Sv is equal to new string buffer, right? So string buffer is a class, right? In Java, string buffer, string and string builder is a class, right? But in the string buffer class, we must be having some constructor methods, right? So we can see how many method and constructor are available. See, so string buffer has some constructor. So there are total 4 constructor. String buffer has 4 constructor. So see, this is a default constructor. This is a parameterized constructor where you can pass some char sequence, right? Here you can pass some integer value, capacity to check the capacity, right? String, you can pass some argument you can pass in string, right? So there are total 4 constructor in string buffer class. So first we can see the constructor in a string buffer class. See, so we have seen constructor, there we can check the capacity, right? So how we can see the capacity? So by default, string buffer has 16 capacity to store 16 character, right? It can store 16 characters. By default, string buffer has 16 capacity to store 16 characters. right? So how we can see, if you want to check the capacity of this string buffer, then we can check. So far we have not passed any string here. So by default, we are checking this. We are going to check the default capacity of this string buffer. So if you run this program, then it will give you the capacity. See, 16. So here we have not passed any string. So this is a default capacity of this string buffer. So if we pass something here, if we pass any string here, let's say I'm printing hello, right? Then capacity will increase. It will add like default capacity plus whatever the character you have provided, it will add. So 16 plus these character, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So now it will give an output 21. See the output, right? So this is a capacity of string buffer class, right? So let's say, suppose that you are aware, like you are aware that you are going to pass only 1000 or only 100 capacity, 100 character only, right? So if you know you are going to store characters only in between 1000, right, or 100, so you can directly pass integer value here. Let's say I'm passing 1000, or we can pass 100. So if you are passing 100, then you can store only 100 characters, not more than that, right? So after passing this 100, if you check the capacity of this string buffer, now it will show you 100, because you have already showed here 100, right? So that means you are going to store only 100 characters, not more than that, right? So if you are aware, that means if you are going to store only that much characters, then you can put the integer value, right? So far we have seen the character to constructor. So likewise you can use other constructors as well. So I will show you in this session whatever the important constructors and methods which is widely used, right? So I will show only those, right? So I will show you one more thing, right? So now this is an object, right, which we have created with the help of string buffer class, right? Now let's say I want to append something. So how we can append? Reference variable dot, we can call to append method. Here we have append method. So we have so many append methods. See here, you can pass here some boolean value, character value, right? Char string, char sequence, double, float, int. So we have these many appends method. Whatever is required for you, you can use it. So as of now we are going to pass string value, so I will use this string one. So now here we can pass some string value. Let's say I want to append Java here, right? I have passed the value Java. So if I check the capacity of this Java SB, then we can check after appending, we can check the capacity. Capacity. Now if you want to see the capacity, then you can see it is returning 16. So why it is returning 16? Because after, see, this string buffer has a, by default it has a 16 capacity to store the 16 character. So far we have stored only 4 characters, right? So let's say I want to add few more, right? Selenium, let's say I'm adding, and check the capacity now. See, still it is returning 16. See, we can check how much character we have passed so far. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Space also will consider, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So far we have passed only 13 characters. Now we can pass two more character. Selenium. Now we can write here string as well, right? So now what it will happen? Now it got increased. It got increased. Now it is more than 16 character. See, now we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So till now I'm removing this. Till here it will return 16 only. See, if I check the capacity, then it will print 16 only, right? But if I give any space, right? So space will also consider as a character, right? So now it will just double it. As soon as it will increase the character, it will just increase the capacity. How it will increase? Old capacity into 2 plus 2, right? So now it will give an output 34. See the output 34, right? So it means as soon as we increase the character, it will increase the capacity as well, right? So let's say I'm writing here string, right? So now it got increased the capacity, right? So it will print 34 only. Now capacity is 34 only. So till 16, till 16 character, it will print the capacity 16. As soon as you will increase any character, let's say you have a 17 character, then as soon as your character got increased, it will increase the capacity as well. And how it will increase the capacity? Means old capacity, let me write it, old capacity into 2 plus 2. It means old capacity was capacity. So old capacity was 16 into 2 means 32 plus 2. So it got 34, right? So this is how we can check the capacity, right? So capacity is a constructor. It is a string buffer. It is a string buffer constructor. There we can check the capacity, right? And this append is a method of this string buffer class. So now we have seen the capacity. Now we are going to understand methods. So far we have seen the capacity, right? So let me control Z. So so far we have seen the capacity method. This is a method only, capacity method. But in the string buffer, see, in the string buffer, it is a constructor, right? But in this constructor, we can check the capacity here, right? You can pass the string here, right? So far we have seen the capacity. Now, if you want to check the length method, length is a method of string buffer class, and length we have seen is in string class as well, right? So how we can check the length? Sv dot length. We can call to length method, right? If you want to check the length of this string, sys out. If you want to check the length of this string, then we can use the length method. See, so it is returning 20. So we were providing string length here 20, right? So interviewer usually will ask, they used to ask like what is the difference between length and capacity. So you should be aware capacity, it will check the capacity of string buffer, right? Capacity of string. means how much capacity is there. If you are storing 16 character, then it is a by default capacity of string buffer. And if you are storing more than 16 character, then it will just increase the capacity. So capacity, basically it is a capacity of string buffer, right? But length, it will return the length of your string which you are providing. Character of whatever the string you are providing, it will check the length of the string. But capacity is a different and length is a different, right? So far we have seen the capacity and length, and we also have seen the append method, right? Now we can move into other method. So now we have a caret method as well in the string buffer. Caret we have seen in string class as well, but now we will see again caret method. So how we can check the caret? Let's say I'm providing here some string selenium. Let's say I'm providing string selenium, right? And I want to check caret method. So how we can call caret method? Sv dot we can call to caret method. So here in the argument you can see it is saying int index. So it means you need to provide some integer value. So once you will provide the integer value, so that integer value will be index value, right? So whatever the index value you are going to put here, it will return you character of that particular index value, right? So let's say I want to give 6 here. So what it will do, 6 is an index value, right? So it will return the character of at index value 6. See, it is returning u, right? So we can check 1, it will start from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at index position 6, we have a u character. So it is returning u. So let's say I want to put here 2. So if I put 2, then it will return L. See the output, it is returning L. Because at index position 2, we have a character L, right? So this is how you can check the um, caret method. Now we can see the delete method. How you can call? In a same way you can call to delete method as well. Sv dot we can call delete method. So in the delete method, you will have to provide two integer value. First one starting index value, and second one is end index value which you want to delete, right? So it will delete from to end, right? Whatever the value you will give starting index value. So here we can provide starting index value. Let's say I want to put 3, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I will give, if you want to delete till 6 index, then you will have to give here 7, because it will consider n minus 1, right? So it will delete till 6 index, means 7 minus 1. So it will start deleting from third index and it will delete till 6th index. So let's see the output. See, it has been deleted, right? So it has deleted from E to U, right? From third index to sixth index. The character got deleted, right? So this is how you can use this delete method. Now we can have another method. Now we can check this delete char at. So delete caret, it will delete only one character, right? So whatever the index value you will provide here, it will delete only that character, right? So let's say I want to put 7, right? So if I put the 7, then it will delete the character only at position 7th. See, it has deleted, right? M got deleted. So see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So at position 7, we have a M. So M got deleted, right? So far we have seen capacity, length method, append method, char@, method, delete method, and delete char@, method. So far we have seen. Now we can check the equals method, right? So how we can check the equals method? Let me create one more object here. Right? So now we have a two method, right? There we have passed same string, right? And now I want to check equals method. So how we can check equals method? So here we can call sv dot equals, and here we can pass sv1, right? So what it will return? Since it is a boolean, right? It will return either true or false. But in a string we have seen equals method. There it was checking only content, right? If content was same, then it was giving true, right? But here it will not check the content. It will check the reference variable address, right? So if both the reference variable is referring to the same object, then it will return true. If both the reference variable is referring to different object, then it will return false. So as of now, it is going to return false because since we have used this new keyword, right? So then it will create two different object under heap area, right? We have seen in string, right? So whenever you will create with the help of new keyword, it will create different object under heap area, right? So that means both the reference variable will refer to the different object. If both the reference variable refer to the different object, it means it is going to return false. See, it is returning false. If both the reference variable referring to the same object, then it will print true, right? So in this case, in this string buffer, equals method is referring to this, is checking to this reference variable, or you can say it is checking address. If both the reference variable is referring to the same object, then it will return true. If it is referring to the different object, then it will return false, right? So we have seen equals method as well. Now in a string buffer, we have a reverse method as well. But in a string, we don't have reverse method. So if you want to reverse string, then you can use reverse method. How you can use? SV, and then you can call to this reverse method. So now it will return after reversing. It will return MUINELES. Let's run the program. See, it got reversed, right? So with the help of this reverse method, we can reverse the string. So we have seen the reverse method as well. Now we can see the subsequence method. If you want to see how many methods are there under string buffer, then you can see these are the methods which are available under this string buffer class. See, there are so many methods. So I will show you only importance which are widely used. And if you want to explore all the method, then you can use it, right? Everything written here. So you can see here description is also there. So you can check all the methods, but I will show you only important one, right? So if you don't understand any of the method, then you can ask me in the comment. I will explain you, right? So so far we have seen the reverse method as well. Now we can check the subsequence method. So how you can check the subsequence method? Sv dot we can call to subsequence method. So see, in the last we have a subsequence method, right? So here again it is asking to provide some starting and ending index value. So whatever the starting and ending index value you will provide, it will fetch you the subsequence from that string, right? So let's say I want to fetch I want subsequence from the string at position 3 to 8, or I can say 7. So it will give you subsequence. See, so I have put here 3, right? So it will start from third index where we have 0, 1, 2, right? So third index will start from E, from here 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It will return till 6 only. So if you are putting 7, then it will give you till 6 only, right? So this is a subsequence method. Now we have a substring method as well. So if you want, you can check the substring method as well. Substring, right? So here we have a two substring method. In one, you will have to put only starting index value. So whatever the index value you will provide here, let's say I am putting 5. So it will give all the character after 5 index. See, it is returning. So after 5 index, it will return all the character. Let's say if I want to put something else as well. But here we have given index position 5. So after 5 index, whatever the string, whatever the character will be there, it will return all of the character. Run this program. See, it is returning all the character after this 5 index. Now we can check the second one. We can call second substring method. So in the second substring method, you will have to provide start and end index value, right? So let's say I want from 5 to 10, right? So it will start from 5th index and it will end till 9th of index, right? See the output, right? So it will start from 5th, where we have a 5th, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will start from I, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will return till here, right? So we have seen the substring method as well. We have another method as well. We can set the method. We can use the set method as well, right? You can set the length, right? How you can set the length? Let's say we have a so many length here, right? Here, if you want to check the length, then you can check here sv dot length. So you don't want, if you don't want to count, you can check the length. See, so as of now we have a 13 length, right? But if you want to set the length, then how you can set the length? So let's say I want to set sv dot set length. We have a set length method. You can call to this method, right? So let's say new length I want to provide only 5. So it will give you the output only 5 characters. Only it will return till 5 index. 5 characters only. See? Sorry. Again, we will have to print, right? This out. Now I want to print this SV value and check the output. See? So it is returning only 5 characters. So if you are setting the length, so earlier it was 13 length, right? But now since we have set the length, it will return only 5 character. So this is how you can use a set length method as well. So far we have seen almost important methods which are available under this string buffer class. So if you want to explore more, then you can explore all the methods under which are available under string buffer. So string buffer is a mutable, right? And string is an immutable. So this is the difference here, right? So if you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment. I hope you understand. Thank you so much.